This video will show how to use EarthExplorer to download a Landsat image. To begin the process, you go to earthexplorer.usgs.gov and you create an account. Once you create an account, you'll be redirected here, which is the EarthExplorer interface to download imagery from USGS. The first thing that we have to do is select the geography of what we want to download. And there's a couple of different ways of doing this. I showed you the pathway method because that's just my preferred method, because then I know I'm going to get it right and I'm going to get the full spatial extent of what I want. But you can also upload a GeoJSON, a KML, or a shapefile, and it will, but it has to have a maximum of 500 points, which usually like a larger polygon has a lot more than 500 points. So that's why I don't really use this method often. It is effective, but just again, rarely do you have a large size polygon like a boundary that's like encapsulates tens of thousands of acres to have just 500 points in it. So that's why I use the method over here, the geocoder option, and I select the path and row. And in a previous video, you learned how to identify the path and row of a particular location. And for the location that I'm downloading, Yellowstone National Park, the path is 38 and 29. Now, I know you're going to be downloading the same image for your assignment. However, know how to do this, because you're going to be asked to do this for other geographies without me telling you what path and row it is. So make sure you understand the concept, because it's going to be on your final exam. It's going to be on projects. So again, just make sure you know how to do that. So it then puts the centroid of the area there, and then we want to come down here to select our date range, and I already have that pre-filled in. I'm going to search from 10/1/23 to 2/10/26. Then after we select our search criteria, we then go to the datasets area, and we want to download Landsat imagery. So we expand out the Landsat option, and we want collection 2 level 2, and then Landsat 8 and 9. And the reason for this is, first of all, we want Landsat 8 and 9 because those are the two most current Landsat projects in existence, and it's the latest data. So that's why we're selecting that. And then collection 2 level 2. Level 2 refers to the type of data that how the data is processed and what's available in a level 2 product. And we want something that's georeferenced. We want something that shows the spectral bands. And then there's other specifications that are irrelevant for this particular study. But we always select level 2 is the point, because for what we do in remote sensing, that's going to be the most appropriate. Then you come down here, you can go to additional criteria. It just allows you to set a little bit more specifications here. And I'm not going to really bother with that. I'm just going to go to the results because I want to start shopping for data. And so you get the results here. And remember from, again, a previous video, this is where this is the date of your image here. So you have that. This is telling us what band it is. It's just telling us a little bit more about the image. And this is over here is telling us that it's Landsat 8. This is telling us that this is Landsat 9. So I want a Landsat 9 image. So I'm going to search for one that is, and I'm just going to put this first one up that I see so you can take a look at it. You can look at the image when you click on the little button here, and you can see that's not really the best image. So I'm going to remove that from there. And this is a little helpful thing to show the footprint. So that shows the extent of the image that you'll be downloading. But I saw a couple down here that I was pretty pleased with. In particular, I believe this one, it's Landsat 9. It was from the 8/21/25. Well, it has some clouds in there that I don't want. So let's see if here's a better one, I think. Yeah, that's perfect. So I'm going to go to the download option. And you can do this in a couple of different ways. I like to just go here to product options and click that. And then this is the whole bundle. It'll give you everything that you need. So it's going to give you all of this. Easiest way to do it in my mind. You click that. It's going to take you to a new screen, and then it will begin downloading your bundle. Your bundle of data. How exciting. While we're here looking at a blank screen, I will say that downloading Landsat data and remote sensing data in general does take some patience. So be sure that you are patient in the process. It can take a minute for it to download. You saw the size of that. And then when you're doing your composites, when you're going to be packaging that up as a project package, that can take a minute as well. So the key thing is start early. Expect to have issues because it's the first time you're doing this, and just give yourself time for that packaging. In terms of the packaging of your final thing, don't get started way before Monday is just what I'm going to tell you, or you might be freaking out a little bit. So I'm going to hit save, and it's going to begin to save the data. I can close this, and I'm kind of done with EarthExplorer at this point. And this is going to download to the folder that I saved it in. You just go in there and right click to extract it. And I'm not going to make you sit here and watch this download for how many minutes, but you just go into the folder that you saved it to extract it. And then the next video on how to build a composite will pick up from there. So I hope that makes sense, but I hope you have a lot of fun downloading Landsat data. As another aside, this data didn't used to be free. Like for one image like this, it was a lot of cashola to get your hands on Landsat imagery, and then they made it all open. Maybe 15, 20 years ago. I don't even remember exactly the exact date, but remote sensing just exploded when that happened, because now everybody can get their hands on it without having to, pay for the data. So this has come quite a long way. So good luck with downloading, and let me know if you have any questions.